I wanted to make this video to answer this question for myself and for you. Why should you learn physics? I've been interested in physics since I was 15. I started to like it immediately as soon as I knew what it was. And I've been doing it for the last 15 years. And I think in my life it was a very positive force. At this point, I kind of want to spread it, and I want to help teach people about physics and about that specific way of thinking and understanding the world. So you might not be a physicist, you might be a psychologist or an artist or a computer scientist, and you don't really see why you should learn physics. So the first thing is that it's intrinsically valuable. For example, think about the Earth 5 billion years ago when there was no Earth, when there was just a cloud of dust. And that dust was just flying around. It was just gas, basically. And that gas has a mysterious attractive force in it that attracts different particles of the gas to each other. And somewhere in that mysterious gravitational force is the potential to make a planet, to make life, to make you. So every thought you had, everything that ever happened in history was somehow in that gas as potential, in the way that this mysterious attractive force operates. So this is a very cool fact. I think everyone appreciates it. That's what I mean when I say it's intrinsically valuable. But the other part where physics helped me is that it made me better able to understand things, better able to learn. So I can go into a new field and understand it relatively quickly because I understand physics deeply. And that doesn't mean that physics is the only field that does that. Maybe if you're a very good computer scientist, whatever you learn there can transfer. Or if you're a very good psychologist, that gives you a lot of powers in the world. Physics for me was very helpful in helping me being able to learn fast and understand things. I can also think differently about the problems in my life and the problems of society. I can think about them from a deeper principle. Physics is basically about condensing the way that you describe the world into a few basic principles, and those basic principles, in them, the whole world is implied. That way of thinking, if you apply it to your life or to society, does help you. It's not the only way of thinking, but it's very valuable. So my hope for these videos that I'm making is that you will become empowered to learn things, empowered by having a deep understanding of the world, empowered by being able to take a complex problem and reduce it, being able to look around the internet and finding all the resources you need to learn about it, and being able to solve it. For example, if you are the kind of person that's interested in global warming, you don't have to just look at it politically or listen to scientists just on faith. You can try to learn about it. You can think of the complex weather physics that goes into understanding this process. Maybe you want to help reduce traffic. You can think about that in a statistical physics kind of way. If you're particularly creative, you can help find solutions to that based on a deep understanding. So in short, I think that the most kind of valuable person in this time is someone who is scientifically and technically skilled, but is also a good human. Someone who is aware of the human aspect and the societal problems that surround us, and is able to take his deep understanding and apply it to these human problems. Because we can advance our technology as much as we want, but if we're not good people, that will not translate into a good world. So I think a very good person, a very valuable person in these times, is someone who can combine those two things. My hope is for you to be able to do that, and I hope I succeed.